Man, you guys to be kidding me with this one. Let's hear.
Good afternoon. I am Beth Undefeated. I have this name because I have not allowed life to defeat me. Through the loss of my parents, my oldest brother, and my husband.
Well, hello, Beth. How you doing? They call me JD Miles the Undisputed. Why, you ask? Because I can drop facts that nobody cannot refute. Nice, nice to meet you. But apparently, you call yourself challenging MGTOW? Okay, okay. Let's give it a go, shall we?
Today, I would actually like to deep dive into the secrets behind MGTOW.
What secrets do MGTOW have? I mean, this is an actual first for me to hear that MGTOW has secrets that even us MGTOWs don't even know about. But please carry on, ma'am.
I have been involved with this group for several months to learn the hatred that is spread against women, the fact they promote violence against women, and they are proud to be racist.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me stop you there. Let me stop you there, Miss Undefeated, because you're about to get your first defeat right here. First off, MGTOW does not promote hatred against women like you claim. In fact, you can't even show us a video of any MGTOW promoting violence against women. So where's all this bullshit coming from, ma'am? Out the hole of your ass? Because I've been a MGTOW for, oh, that's right, 11 years. You've been only orbiting around for the past couple of months, and that's all you got out of it. Then we already know you're about to lose because one, MGTOWs does not promote violence against women. You're sitting there lying out. You're sitting there lying out the flap of your gums. Nor do we hate women. Where are you getting this bullshit from? And the final claim right here. Wow, you saying that MGTOWs is racist, even though MGTOW is not only universally known, but all men of all races are welcomed into the MGTOW philosophy. So what is your old ass talking about, ma'am? Oh, MGTOW, oh, they're racist. How? How are they racist? Can Miss Think She's Undefeated answer that question?
Yes, racists. They have admitted to hating the black community as a whole. Black people are beneath them, and so are other races.
Well, if that's the case, then how come me, a black male who is MGTOW, are part of their philosophy if they have such hatred against black people? That don't make no sense. And I'm not the only one. There are lots of black males who are part of the MGTOW philosophy. So you just put your own foot in your goddamn mouth making such a claim. Then you say they're racist against others. And who are these others? As I told you before, ma'am, all men, regardless of their race, are welcome into the MGTOW philosophy. So what you're saying makes absolutely no sense. And rather, you're trying to reach just to start shit with MGTOW. This is all you're doing. Oh, past your prime. 1 wall, 2 wall, 3 wall hitter. I mean, she got to be in her 50s, man. But let's continue on with her bullshit that doesn't make any sense at all.
I do not believe in that. I believe you judge a person by what's in their heart, not the color of their skin.
And you just contradicted yourself by making that statement. But see, ma'am, instead of you judging MGTOW by whatever you say, you instead trying to judge MGTOW by calling them racist, even though your claims does not add up here. You're trying to call something racist that everybody around the world, regardless of their race, are welcome to. See your own contradiction in this entirety here? And what for? What is your end game? What is your end game with these claims? And believe me, you're not the first one to try to pull that stunt. Other retards came before you trying to pull that exact same stunt, and it failed. So basically, all men around the world, regardless of who you are, what race you are, your background, whatever, they are all welcome into the MGTOW philosophy, while at the same time, the MGTOW is racist. I'm sorry, I don't get that shit at all. And I'm a black man who is a MGTOW. Can anybody make sense of this bullshit? I doubt it, but let's continue.
And that's what we should be really about. Now,
really about what? Exactly. Going around making assumptions, running around making assumptions against people that you don't know shit about. And yes, woman, old hag, you're an outsider trying to look into the MGTOW philosophy, believing that you got MGTOWs figured out, only to make yourself look like a complete ass. In the process, throwing out claims and accusations you cannot back up. Oh, and that's another thing. She can't back up none of the shit that she says. She didn't just running off at the mouth 100 miles an hour. It's supposed to convince everybody that MGTOWs is just a philosophy that hates women and racist. Golly, she's throwing these cards everywhere in a desperate attempt to try to badmouth MGTOW, only to make herself look like a fucking retard. But let's continue.
The FBI has been very, very interested in MGTOW, and I completely understand why. Many members have had their sites taken down by the FBI, have had visits to their home by the FBI.
And where are your receipts to back up your claims? Because as I recall, I don't recall the FBI shutting down anything that's MGTOW related. That's number one. Number two, yeah, the FBI did visit some of these members, but guess what? Why they not arrested? Why they not convicted? Why they not serving time? Oh. I see what you're trying to go. I see what this old hag is trying to go with this shit. She's trying her very hardest to have everyone believe that MGTOWs are getting arrested, locked up, put on trial, convicted by the FBI, but we haven't seen none of that. And believe me, you old hag, we would know. We would definitely know if that was happening. But so far, the FBI hasn't made a move just yet. So once again, what the fuck is you talking about? Oh, I forgot. You're talking out You're talking out the whole your ass again, but let's continue.
So now, is this really a community that somebody wants to be involved with? If so, you have issues.
Yourself included, ma'am? God, I know how to pause. Yourself included, ma'am, after all. You admit to being around for the past few months. So if we have issues, you have issues. It's plain and simple because you wouldn't be sitting up in front of your camera crying about MGTOWs when MGTOWs don't even give two shits about you. So what is this really all about, ma'am? Let's continue.
You really do. And those things do need to be addressed by a professional.
And in your definition, what is a professional? You? Oh, I get it. You're the professional, right? Fuck out of here. And again, all this bullshit is coming from an outsider looking in who thinks she has MGTOWs figured out, only to make herself look like a fucking retard in the process, making out claims that she can't back up, nor does it make any sense at all. But let's continue.
I do not hate men. I have been mentally, physically.
Well, if you don't hate men, then what is your gripe with MGTOW? Last time I checked, MGTOW is trying to help men better themselves. Financially, spiritually, physically, mentally. But here you are trying to throw out bullshit in your desperate attempt to try to slander MGTOW, but here you are claiming that you don't hate men. Fuck out of here, you old hag. Let's continue.
And sexually abused. But I am not a victim because I survived.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. No, really, deep down in my heart, I am sorry this shit happened to you. But get this as well. I myself was a victim of being a false sexual assault. Yes, I was falsely accused of sexually assaulting someone. They sat there, they lied about it. The truth came out, the charges were dropped. And I ain't looking for no damn pity party neither. But am I gonna take what happened to me, go on camera, and condemn a whole bunch of women because of that one thing that happened to me? No. But you're not me at all. Yes, it is bad when women face something as heinous and low down as that. But you taking what happened to you and trying to lash out at MGTOW. And this is the difference between me and you. The complete difference between me and you. You will take what happened to you and take it out on other people. Meanwhile, I took what happened to me and instead use it as a way to help others who are dealing with that same situation, that same issue. I'm not taking what happened to me and just and just go all out and go after females like that. That's never been me. God damn. Hurt people hurt people. And it's clear to see that you are, despite the fact that you're strong and everything, you're still a hurt individual. Because you're taking your hurt and injecting it onto other people, such as the MGTOW philosophy. And this is the one issue I stay talking about. And yes, a whole lot of people been through a whole lot of shit. But are you going to use that? But are you going to use your hurt to lash out on other people that ain't got nothing to do with what happened to you? Or are you going to use that hurt as energy to help others? Not just help yourself, but to help others who's been through it and help them get back on the right track. Again, that's the difference between me and you. But let's continue.
I went on to have a wonderful 28-year marriage with the most wonderful man. And since he passed, I have met some evil men. And that's very concerning.
So because you've been on a 20+ year marriage, your husband passed away, you're now a widow, and now you came across evil men. Okay. So what does any of this got to do with MGTOW? That's my question. What does any of this has to do with MGTOW in general? I wonder, can she even answer that question?
Men with a lot of narcissistic traits, men who think women should be completely submissive, do as they say when they say it. I'm sorry, I'm not that type of woman.
Last time I checked, MGTOW is not asking women to be submissive. Last time I checked, MGTOWs just want to be left alone, improve themselves and their situations. Again, what does any of this got to do with MGTOW? Because after all, ma'am, you just made a video griping about MGTOW. So what does any of this has to do with MGTOW as a whole? Let's continue.
I will be submissive. I have no problem with that because I'm against feminism.
Well, that's good, ma'am. But at this point, what you're saying does not make any sense. The only thing MGTOWs want is to be left alone, to better themselves, to improve themselves financially, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Basically, MGTOW is walking away from all of that. But if MGTOW is walking away from all of that, then one, how can they hate women? Two, how can they be racist, especially when all races of men are welcome into the philosophy, which makes no sense. Three, what does MGTOW has to do with your personal life? Oh, I get it. We all of us MGTOWs get it. You, ma'am, is sitting here trying to make the issue all about MGTOW. Why? We don't know. But the shit needs to stop. Stop the bullshit. MGTOWs ain't fucking with you, so why is you fucking with MGTOW? And that's all I'm gonna say right here. Now, I hate that you had to change your name from Undefeated to Defeated because you decided to pick a fight with the MGTOW philosophy. Don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, just to get destroyed by not just a MGTOW, but an undisputed MGTOW. I deal with facts, not feelings. And at this point, ain't nothing you say can convince anyone that what you're saying about MGTOW makes sense at all. What's more, throughout the entire video, you showed no facts nor evidence proving everything you say about MGTOW is right. Basically, you're just saying all this shit about MGTOW just to be saying it thinking people's going to believe your every waking whim. Well, ain't it funny? Your video been up a day. And it seems like nobody's taking you seriously. And that right there is a telltale sign. But nevertheless, I said what I had to say. I'm done, and I'm out this bitch. Later.